Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we get mad on the charts. How are you all doing tonight? What is going on, guys? We've got a special guest tonight. We've got Ada Ace in the house, sitting in the background. We'll get to him. It's basically going to be the Ada Ace show tonight. I am still dealing with some sinus stuff, so my throat's a little sore, and it is becoming increasingly more difficult to talk. So, luckily, I have Ada Ace here to talk a lot tonight, so I will be bringing him up in just a minute. But first, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody that is in the chat. All right, we've got Ada Ace in the chat. Yeah, we've got Alexandra G. Smash the like. Trade Intuition, and Army Piper. That's all that we have so far. We've got 9 watching, and but yeah. Welcome to Markets After Dark, guys. So a little more dippity dip. We were talking about that 4-hour fair value gap, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and check out the Fear and Greed Index, sitting at a 79. Yesterday, it was only 82. So we haven't really dipped a lot even after the big dip that we had. Um, Decent, I say big, it's a normal little pullback. But you know, it looked like people were a little more fearful on like crypto, Twitter or X. But I guess the general sentiment is still greed. We have fallen into greed and are no longer in extreme greed. So that is a positive sign. But I think we have a little bit of a ways to go. Uh, maybe. But let's go ahead and bring up the chart and just take a look. All right, so guys, we are sitting at $94,434 per Bitcoin. Currently getting a little bit of a push down here. Now, last night I told you guys to watch these levels. I said mark these off and see what happens. And sure enough, overnight we came right up to the UTC Friday close, got rejected, and have fallen ever since. We did get a pit stop at that New York midnight open, came right back up to it, could not get back above it, and then fell right back down, swept that weekend low. I thought that that might have been it, but instead, Bitcoin decided to continue to the downside, which is perfectly fine. Um, Getting a little bit of a pullback. I really didn't want to lose 94K, but since we did, we'll probably most likely, unless this thing like just gets running real fast in a hurry, we'll probably revisit some of these lower levels down here. We have the value area low sitting down here at about $89,300. So that is definitely a level that I would be watching, with another high volume node sitting there right at about 88,000. So could see a sweep of this low here. And then we'll see. We'll go from there. Let's bring up the Market Oracle Pro Plus. Get you some Chart Prime, 45% off your first month. I think they have some Black Friday deals going on too. I don't know them offhand. The fact that we are talking about pullbacks to 92K, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So yeah. Yeah, everything is pretty normal as far as I can tell. The one thing that I did note yesterday, which I thought it was on this chart. Oh, this is the perp chart. What happened to... I had another Bitcoin chart on here, but it is gone. Let me go to the Coinbase chart, show you guys the level that I had marked off last night based off of this wick over here. I had that marked off 4-hour wick, I believe. So sorry guys, my voice is not doing well. Um, we'll get to Ada A's here in just a second. My wife pretty much has already lost her voice, but so we're doing the best we can. All right, so the main thing right here is that we hold this level that we came down to so that we can so that this potential five-wave structure does not get invalidated. If we come down into the territory of wave one, then that invalidates this five-wave structure. Therefore, that means that this could be a bigger uh, for wave four correction, and then this was not the top of wave three, but instead this was, and then on the line, and then this will become our five-wave move to the upside as Bitcoin sits here and consolidates at these highs. So we do have that dynamic reactor, 4-hour dynamic reactor, sitting there at about that 88.5 level. So we could see this being just, this is the, you know, the fourth wave, which is always a corrective wave. So this could turn into an ABC of some kind. And then maybe we get a bounce off of that dynamic reactor, and then we can continue to the upside. But for now, it is just sit back, relax, set up some DCA targets, in my opinion, and not financial advice, but set up some DCA targets to just DCA in as we are coming down to the lows. Now, a lot of the alts tend or seem to be holding up pretty well in this pullback. So that is a good sign to me. And that means that we could possibly see more upside here soon. But yeah, so right now, like I said, hey, you know, it's a holiday week here in the US. We got Thanksgiving coming on Thursday. Might as well just chill and spend time with the family and set some limit orders at some lows and see if you can catch them. But that is going to be it for the charts for the Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and bring up our special guest, Ada Ace. Ada Ace, how you doing, brother? Doing well, man. Doing well. Just trying to fighting off a cold is basically what I'm doing. So I don't know if my family will want me around them. I'm like, nah, you can stay home. Yeah, you better bring me some food. I don't want to miss out on any food. Now, I did have a, do y'all have a Friendsgiving up there in Canada? I thought you were a Canadian. What? No, you're not. You're lying. Why? Did you move? Why do you sound and look Canadian? No. Ada Ace muted. No, I did. It's showing that it. Hold on. Yeah, it's picking me up on my side too. So let me just go in here real quick. Projector properties. Mute only, monitor off, monitor and output. So go ahead and talk.
We good now?
Are we good now?
Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hold on. I'm watching it on my phone. Oh, we're good now. All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we're good. So we missed the whole Canadian thing, bro.
I'm
Everybody
glad.
missed it.
I'm glad. So you're from
That
Houston?
was so awesome, and everybody missed it. Oh man.
I called Ada Ace Canadian. And he said
I'm
he
from
says
I'm from
far from
Houston.
Canada. He's from Houston. He's all right. Anyway, we're all good now.
come come and take it.
So I was about to lose. See, I'm losing my voice. We already started the stream off with your voice just being completely gone. So it's a good start, guys. Hey, but you know what? Got it
All
fixed
right.
quickly.
So I guess we've wasted 15 minutes of everybody's time at this point, or other than your TA that you did. That was great. I definitely need to learn Wyckoff. It's one of the things I haven't taken enough time to learn yet. But talking about TA, you can go ahead and share my screen on my side if it isn't already or whatnot, and we'll talk about some ADA USD TA.
Let's do it. Your screen is
All
up. You're
righty.
good.
Alrighty. So we're off on the day. I want to kind of start you off as far out as I can on the ADA chart to kind of explain why we're at where we're at and where I think where we're going, which is the way that all the YouTubers come out and say we could go up or we could go down. But you know, at this point, we're right at we could go up or we could go down. We could go just a little further down, or we could go another 100% up, you know, kind of where we're at here 55% up from here. So just to back up, this is essentially this was the 2021 bull market here. COVID low, joint out of COVID low to the first real peak down. So this is where I like to try to look at. This is where I think we're at. I personally think we're we're either here or here. And I'm not quite sure if you can continue can say all of this should be here, because this was the whole COVID crash that shouldn't have happened kind of deal. But the way I look at it is we're looking at a daily chart and we're coming out of the bear market low, the lowest of the low on the bear market. And it creates flags. If you go back and look at them, they're almost flag after flag after flag after flag. And I state that, one, because if you go back into here, what did we create? Well, it's not very visible on the daily chart here, but if you go down to the 4-hour chart, it's flag. Little flag started it, flag, bigger flag, but this was its bigger flag as well, and we came up. This was the target here. So let's start turning on. This was the current flag that I'm kind of looking at that we've kind of already come out of. And let's turn on the other things that I have here. So this is the 2021 bull market value area low that you pull from here. You pulled the volume profile off of this entire range here, and this is the 3 value area high, POC, and value area low. Thanks, Frankie Candles. You taught me it. You said it so many times. Everything. I finally figured it out. It took me about a year and a half to figure out what in the hell he was talking about, but I did finally figure it out. And I can say I hate it when it works, and I'll get to reason why I hate it when it works in a minute. So this is the range that I think that we're working in right now. So if that's the case, then we're at the low. We broke in, we had to get accepted into the range. We tested it once. Let me turn off the flag so you can see it. We tested it once almost. We came back, and now we're right here testing it again. And that's part of the acceptance phase back into volume profiles. It doesn't just rocket through them. It has to catch it and then go through, because if it rocket through, then that's not the volume profile you're on. It's not following that one. So I say that. Let me see if I can find the one that I was going to talk about here.
This is why we label things.
No. They're labeled, but now I don't remember where I labeled them. But yes, they're all in here.
I just want to know. I want to know what.
There it is.
What price you think is going to be at if Bitcoin hits 300K, because that was the question that Piper had this morning. So we got to get to that tonight.
This one right here, this bars pattern is what I shared on X, where I said, "Quit telling me it can't happen." That was all caps. I'm breaking down how I think we're going to get there through this. So
excellent.
This is this is the 2022 bull market volume profile. This is our bear market. This is where we were confirming the bear market beginning in 2022. It was that last up and down you came. This is here. That's where we stopped. So we didn't get to the POC. So I'm in a conundrum on which volume profile are we following? And that's the question that we have to answer, which is where we're at. Do we fall below the value area low? And is it far enough that you're considering it's going to go to the POC? Because you have to think that if you deviate from the value area low, you look for your longs. That's the way Frankie Candle talks about it all the time. So if you get your long confirmation there, where you get a bull, Jesus, what am I trying to say? Bullish RSI divergence. There you go. And you have something else that comes along with it. If that happens, then that would be where I would think we're confirming this as the new range. And then we would be looking from 92 cents up to your $1.86. That's what we have to confirm. And the thing is you don't really confirm that until you pass $1.12. Because if you come up to $1.12 and you reject that value area high, then all you did was confirm that you were actually in this volume profile. So right now, on a larger time frame, I'm not in an open long or an open short. Either way, I'm sitting here, just let this be. I'm in my longs that I've been since in 34 cents. Those are in. I'm not entering any new ones right now. Now,
French Toaster says ADA wants ADA to go back to 73 cents.
Yeah, if it goes back to 73, you'll load up again. So I said, so I had to give myself a time frame, a thing or whatever, and I said I was done getting more in at 75 cents. After 75 cents, that was where the process of let's run everything that we have, and this is what we're going to work with until we get to the next levels, and that's when we start taking out. So at this point, we're past where any new money was going into to this. My new money at this point is I'm starting up a Igon decentralized server and compute server. So I have a couple of things that we're going to go into that too if we have enough time or whatever. But that's where I'm going more toward running nodes, physical side of doing those things to earn the cryptocurrencies that are going to be going up in value with my dollar that's going down in value because I can buy the physical side for cheaper than I can buy crypto at this point in the market. It's kind of my belief is since I've been in the entire cycle and been DCAing since February of 2021 because
Yeah.
like I never stopped. I was one of those people that missed the top. I was like, oh yeah, we're going this way, and it was like, wee.
Yeah. No, we're
And
not.
I held all the way. Really and truly, I did. I sold at $3.06. I gone back and I showed it. I sold my position $3.06,
Nice.
and then I bought it all back at 285 and never sold it again.
Uh,
So
excellent.
it is what it is, but also at the same time, that was a different side of learning crypto. That was running on Kraken, using the centralized exchange, not using any of the protocol, the whole thing that it is. And I actually go down. I call it come down the rabbit hole with me since I'm so far down the rabbit hole. I'm not even at the rim. I'm down on the third floor kind of deal.
Mhm.
So all that being said, sorry, kind of got off on a tangent there here. So let's back up and go out to the daily. And this is my bars pattern that you were asking about. So that goes way the hell up there. If you see how far that goes.
Mhm.
So that shows the top at $20.62 on this bars pattern. Obviously, bars patterns are a shot in the freaking dark. But it's really funny how it all plays out. Because look at your profiles that are there. It definitely looks like it would be respecting the volume profiles that are already there. Price discovery, it would hit it, it would reject, you would rock it through new price discovery, and so on. It just it works.
What would be the
And
time
there,
frame on that?
so this is the extended market time frame. This is March of 26.
Okay.
So this would be what I am saying is we're going to have our epic run that we all think that it is. And then we're just going to go into this choppy chop deal.
Chop it.
We're going to, this run here, let me write on it. This run here, oh Jesus, it's not even, you're not going to see it on that. There you go. Is where we're going to think that we're done. Hopefully not us. But the vast majority of everyone is going to be like, let's get out. And it's going to go down. And this is where we're going to think the bear market is done. It's going to start and we're going down. Everybody sell everything. Crypto is great. See you in 3 years, blah, blah, blah kind of deal. And then that's when we get another institutional buy. And when they start that, you're all the way down at 6. That's a big difference. We're talking, if this truly happens this way, you get another 200% push out of that, 300%. That had a $6 to 21. That's not 200%.
Crypto Chef
Maybe
wants to know
whatever.
what exchange did you pull that bars pattern from? That was
Kraken,
Yep. Okay.
Kraken. Since my exchange, my centralized exchange that I use is Kraken. That's where I chart on. If I'm using, if I'm doing perps, that's on Blowfin. That's
Wait,
another chart for
you use
whatnot.
Kraken?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I used Kraken the entire time. I got to stay away from all of the BS that happened in 2021 and 2022 because I wasn't in FTX. I never touched FTX. I was never
I never
in
touched FTX
Binance or
either.
Binance US, none of it. I just got lucky like that. I even thought about it, after the damn Super Bowl commercials and everything, and that was something, whatnot about that. But at the same time that thought pattern was happening, I was also understanding what crypto was used for and why it was here. And it's not to trade on centralized exchanges. The centralized exchange is how mass volumes can get in and out of the market, but that's not where it's supposed to be used. That's where I get to trade my fiat currency for the crypto, or the crypto back to the fiat, and I get to go spend it on a Lamborghini in 2026 if I feel like it. That's not what I'm buying anyway. It's going to be a GMC pickup truck, but because I'm in Texas.
Hey man, look, my next car. I told my wife, I said, I was looking at trucks the other day, and I was like, I think I want a GMC Sierra, like 100%. Like
AT4X is what I'm going to get. The
AT4X. I like
AT4X.
the one I was looking at was the Elevation, uh, but it was like murdered out. And I was like, oh, that looks so pretty. I want it.
So I see they said that was a spooky wick. So yes. So back in 2021, there was a liquidity wick that occurred, and this really it happened all the way down onto the 1 minute chart. It was there, it's never left. So I don't think this was a goof. I think this truly happened. I think somebody sold a crap ton, and everybody's lucky ass limit order from 15 cents got filled.
Wow.
Because there's the whatnot. I don't know, but it's never left. It's been there ever since that chart happened there. So I say that it truly happened somehow. I don't know if it was an anomaly. I would think that they would change, take that chart data out, kind of somehow. I don't know, maybe not.
If it is an
Uh,
anomaly, yeah. But more than likely, I mean, it was an order that got filled. It's just it's usually the sign of in an illiquid market. So
yeah, what exactly? Because this goes from a dollar. This goes from a dollar to 15 cents.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen stupid things like that happen on decentralized exchanges with no liquidity. So
Mm.
after seeing that and that's what that says that was to me, is that's a liquidity stick. Is somebody sold a whole shitload of it, and everybody that was lucky as hell that had a limit order that had enough as it went by, they picked it up. So I didn't really get into enough of the TA or whatnot, but that's kind of the bars pandered here. Let me see if I can quickly get through my golden pocket. We're at the golden pocket.
I think
That's
people
why we
get a lot
rejected.
of I think a lot of people get a lot of TA on this channel. I think uh
You want to know all the other things that nobody else gets to see? Okay.
I want to know about the other stuff.
Okay. So everybody knows DeFi Llama, right? Everybody used to talk about DeFi Llama and how we don't have any TVL and all the rest of that. There's a lot more than there used to be, but it's because everybody never paid attention to this chart. This
I'm
is
gonna
the
take myself
TVL.
off of here so they can see.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
I can make it a little bigger too, I guess.
You're fine.
All right. So this is the chart that nobody ever looked at. When they were looking at DeFi Llama, everybody always looks at dollars. I'm always in ADA. So one ADA is one ADA. I've always looked at the ADA chart, and we're at good all-time highs just a little bit ago on the TVL. Obviously, the TVL is going to come down when the amount of increase that we just had, people just made a crap ton of profit. But if you change this to the USD chart, we're at all-time highs on TVL. I don't think I've seen anybody say anything about ADA being at a TV at an all-time high at TVL, and we just started. This bull market that really just started going on just started. Now you could look at all the other things in Solana, Ethereum, and show me millions more dollars and all the rest of that. Well, that's because liquidity is there, and where liquidity is, it draws more liquidity.
When did that
ADA
up
has
move
everything
start?
else.
Sorry.
Huh?
When did that up move start right there?
Um, there was a thing called the United States election, and
Ah,
that the United States election, and then that Saturday is when Charles came back from his, you know, shaman trip that he went and did a whole bunch of medicine and stuff, and then he came back and was good friends with Bitcoin and XRP and told everybody that he was going to go be part of the government that was going to go make crypto great again, kind of deal. And he's been shadowing it. He hasn't shown up like next to Trump or anything, but when he started talking about that on his live stream, it literally went up like 15 cents, not just 15%. That was when we were at like 40 cents. It went up 15 cents. There was like a giant, just like, it was like, boop, 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 boop. I was watching it while I was watching him talk about it with my jaw on the floor at the same time. But I had already bought my stuff that I had, so there was no need for me to buy anymore. I was already in my long, and I was just like, I am so damn lucky I put it in there. Holy crap.
nice.
So y'all go look at DeFi Llama again. Go look at Cardano. There's a lot of stuff that's locked in here. Liquid, MinSwap, Indigo. Those are my three that I use. So in Liquid, this is my position that I have right now. My health factor right now is 1.14. So this is how they say where your liquidation is at. At one even, your position is liquidated. So this is because it's technically a loan and you're borrowing. So it's not like leverage trading on Blowfin or other things like that. But the positive about that, yes, I'm paying currently 43% for my position being open over here, but I've already pulled out 3 times the money that I started with, because I started with 600 ADA, and I've pulled this shit out of my hat. So I have 2,400 ADA supplied that I'm earning 2.7% in ADA that fills back this supply here. I have my 170,000 SNEC that I longed SNEC at it's below, it went up 3x from when I put it in. So that was like the luckiest freaking thing there. So I've longed SNEC from there along with it. And then my IUSD that I have here is just kind of like a stopgap of 140 that I'm earning 70 something percent APR while it's supplied. So this position works where it pays you to be open in your position.
Right.
So I don't, it's really hard for me to explain it other than it literally pays you that. I'm
Well,
getting
like in trading,
35%.
so like in trading, there's a thing called a funding rate, and that funding rate, if it is positive, that means you are paying to keep your long open. So every 8 hours, you're gonna add on whatever the funding rate is, 0.01%, 0.04 is typically what it is. Um, but if you're short, you're actually being paid to keep your short open. So
Okay.
and it all depends on which side of the market like the leverage players are favoring the most. So like if they're favoring
Okay.
longs the most, you're gonna have a positive funding rate. If you're favoring
And
shorts more, you're gonna
that's
have a
that's the
negative
same
funding rate.
concept that this is doing then, except it's doing it in a paying it out in a retardedly high interest rate kind of deal.
Watch
Um,
your
it,
language, sir.
so
This
like when, since your APYs are flexible, so depending on how much is in supply and how much is borrowed is what makes the interest rate that you're paying and what they're paying. So as the market is going, these rates are changing. So you can put it in now, and my IUSD is making 35%. But if we have another 30% pull like we had, that's going to jump to like 80 or 90% for that time frame until more puts in or people close their positions. So that's essentially the kind of same thing that you're explaining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's how this works in a fashion kind of deal. I supplied ADA, borrowed the stable dollar, and sold the borrowed stable dollar to ADA, supplied the ADA again, and did the whole thing again. And that's how it becomes a leverage trade.
Okay.
So now I'm leveraged 3x long on my 600 ADA that I started with, and I've pulled $1,400 out of this
Nice.
from 600 ADA that I bought at 34 cents.
So is this
And they're all
staking?
still over there making all of that APR.
This is staking, right?
No, this is lending and borrowing.
Okay.
So if you know about Aave, do you know
Mm-hmm.
Aave?
Mm-hmm.
This is Aave.
Okay.
This is Aave on Cardano,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
it's called
Gotcha.
Liquid.
Okay.
Um, so then we'll go over to Indigo. This is the synthetics. This is another lending borrowing, type of protocol. But if you go back to DeFi Llama, and Indigo was number 3. Liquid just took over number 1 because of the value of dollar value on ADA went up because they have a crap ton of ADA that's supplied. So their value went up a lot more. Indigo used to be 1 on the TVL rankings. Today, Indigo released iSol. So you can now mint synthetic Solana on Cardano.
So
And
before, if you don't mind me,
hmm,
for those that don't know, because I'm sure there's a lot of people
what's
new to this
synthetic
space, what
Solana?
is synthetic? Synthetic, because there's
Um,
synthetic assets in general. It's not just Solana. What are
so a
synthetic?
synthetic is a created token that mimics the price of what it's mimicking. So that's why it's a synthetic Solana, just like you have synthetic Bitcoin, IUSD, it's the dollar, and ETH is their 4 synthetics that they have released so far. Um, so
Are they like
I guess did I?
IOUs or
So the way this works is the way that you can mint the synthetic is by using a collateral debt position. When you open collateral debt position, you're providing collateral of ADA or to the system. And then you are able to mint your synthetic asset. Um, so let's see. This dashboard is going to tell us
so
what we
would
have
the
here. No.
Solana so does the Solana blockchain recognize the synthetic?
I don't know. Um, if the Cardano native token asset would be, I don't think that would be allowed on Solana's network because they're not the same at all.
Right, right.
Kind of deal. But these are used for DeFi things and like that. So I have a synthetic dollar, and essentially that is it was initially as a stable coin. These are not stable. These are, in my opinion, the ways you should use this is as futures. That's the way I use it. Is a futures chain because the way that it works is the dollar, the IUSD, is available to be sold on decentralized exchanges for things it's paired with, right? So I can go back and sell it for ADA So there is a portion of time that this dollar is overpegged. So it's worth $1.04. I think it's worth that about right now, or so. It's actually overpegged by a couple cents right now. So I could put in and I can mint and sell it directly off and arbitrage that if I wanted to, if there was enough room for me to do that. That could be something, and that's something that people do. Is the way that they make that stuff there. I used it as a long. So I supplied ADA and borrowed IUSD, took the IUSD, sold it when it was overpegged in the very beginning, and it was like up to $1.10 or whatnot. So I got $1.10 value of ADA back.
Wow.
So then I took that and supplied it back, minted more, flipped that a while, and I did that back at like 28 cents. Now the position has ate some of my ADA that I began with because this position takes from your collateral to pay your interest as the position stays open. That's the way this program works. The other one pays on the closing since it takes your collateral with it.
Hmm.
Um, it locks it all together. This one you get to run away with something if you want to, kind of deal. So it's a little different. It's the same thing, but a little different. Um, but this is the Indigo dashboard actually changed today when I was getting ready for the show. I had to look at it and everything, and figured out. So right now, the DEX historical average, that's what they like to use instead of APR. On MinSwap for the IUSD and IETH pair is paying out 138% right now. So these are crazy, crazy farms that are paying out to people that are farming right now. 138% for IUSD, Bitcoin, 110% again. You have 110%, 107% for Bitcoin, IUSD. I actually am in this one myself here. The 500 IUSD that I minted a couple of days ago when we were at the top deal, I sent those into this pool and it's providing me Indie token. When you take your Indie token and you stake it, then you're earning from the rewards that are part of this outstanding interest. So currently, this system has 884,000 ADA in outstanding interest yet to be paid into the protocol. That's a lot of money
Uh-huh.
because when that's an ADA. That's not in dollars. That's an ADA. So as ADA price goes up, that's a lot of dollar value that's owed in interest that's coming out of these positions and being paid down to the indie stakers. So indie is at, I think it's like 2 ADA right now. So it's not that expensive, especially for people that are outside of the Cardano system. That's a couple of dollars at this point. Y'all talk about tokens that are hundreds of dollars or whatever kind of deal on a regular basis. And we in the Cardano ecosystem have been such in a circle and a bubble over here that we don't even talk in dollars. It's everything is traded in ADA value
Yep.
because that's where we trade. We trade on chain and everything is paired currently with ADA. A lot because there's just not enough liquidity. There's more liquidity in ADA than there is in stablecoins. So of course the pairs would be in ADA right now. The more liquidity that comes in will drive more liquidity in. It's a conundrum that just needs to be figured out how to fix it. And
Yep.
you fix it by adding more liquidity. You make the price go
So,
up, people pay attention.
yeah. Crux says arbitrage promotes healthy markets.
Yep, yep,
Um, Allset said arbitrage is or arbitration is great, works good for us OG miners. There you go.
yep.
Um, so yeah, and I just want to say shout out to Crux and hola French toaster and hola In and Out Crypto. Rocco is in the house. What is going on, Rocco? Hope you are doing well, and hope everyone
I'm
else
glad we
in the
have
chat.
25, 26 people in here, man. I'm glad I'm talking all everything. I think I'm talking just to you.
We're talking to a whole, a
that's
good
that's
26
good. That's
people.
good.
If all of
That's
you
good.
could smash that like button
Exactly.
for the Ada Ace, let's go
Go
ahead
over to my
and
channel too. Subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 400 subscribers. I'm
yeah.
almost getting there. Still trying
Alexander
to.
G already shared the YouTube link in the description or in the chat, and I'm sure she
That's
will
good.
probably go ahead and jump on it again
Do it
if I had to
again.
guess, because that's just how she is.
So
Best
those are my
mod in the
two
biz.
massive DeFi plays. Sorry, go
Yep.
ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Go
Go.
ahead.
Those are my two DeFi plays. I use Indigo and Liquid Finance on the daily. I don't use what is the other one? It was AA Finance or ADA or whatever. Where's it at? LinFi. That's what it's called. I don't use LinFi. I don't like the way the peer-to-peer works. They're not a pooled lending like Liquid is. Liquid is pooled lending. LinFi is peer-to-peer lending. So you have to have somebody that is willing to provide the loan for you to be able to get it for it to work that way. So it's not as user friendly for somebody that wants to just be able to come in and leave. You may be able to find better deals because honestly, people are stupid. That's the way that the peer-to-peer works. It is somebody will go in there and will provide a loan at a rate that is not right, and you can arbitrage it, or they provide a loan on a token that just opened that there's 80% that's going to come out through something, and you can provide an open-ended loan, and then it just I don't like the way that it works. Just from the guy that's in Cardano all the time. There's a lot of people that talk a good amount about it because the token price went up. I think the token price went up because they bought it and they stopped releasing tokens and other things like that.
Number go up.
I think they made that happen by things that they did, not because the protocol is doing great and everything else. That's my own opinion. I'm just one man. They may hate me for it, but you know what? I don't use protocol anyway, so I don't give a damn.
What else you got for us,
So,
man? Anything
alrighty, cornucopias,
exciting?
bro. Yes,
Are
cornucopias.
there
That's
well, before Cornucopias, are there any projects that you think are going a little bit underappreciated on Cardano that you're aware of? Something that
well.
probably needs some love.
So on there. See, for me, they're either there or they're not.
Hmm.
I'm in it for and so much, and I don't know what people's levels are to be able to be risky. Cardano is the one of the most risky on the on-chain small part, because they just started. They have a $10 million liquidity. Some of them don't even have that, But let's go and look at Tap Tools. Currently, Tap Tools is still my go-to because nothing else has produced anything that's better than it. There's things that are coming. I can't wait for Risk, whatever. It's a Risk deal from the Risk team. They're coming out with one. And then CNFT Tools has Crypto Track that they're working on us too. But Tap Tools is here and it works and everything else.
This is just like TradingView for DeFi, right?
This is Cardano. This is Dex Tools. Y'all know what Dex Tools is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Dex Screener is.
Yep.
Those things. This is for Cardano. Is the easiest way to explain it. They didn't want to do anything for us, so we built it ourselves. We are a chain of nobody ever wanted to help us or do anything, so we just built it ourselves. That has been our biggest come up, but it is currently our greatest hindrance because we are on our own island. We were first placed on our own island, and now we are almost happy on it. But then mad that there's not enough money on our island because we are all trading it between ourselves, and there's no one coming to no one new coming to our island. Well, we just brought a bunch of people in just a couple of days ago, so that was great. So that's just kind of how this is going. So World Mobile, everybody knows them. Snack is your meme coin. There's your Nike Pig stuff that you want to talk about. Snack's been around way longer. Nike Pig might go. Snack might go. I think Snack is a better play because they have like a jillion things that they're doing. They are a deflationary meme coin that has real world products and things in the DeFi space that people use every single day that buy and burn Snack every day.
It's also a play off of the Gadsden flag. No step it on Snick.
Oh, yes. And I think everybody has talked about it already, but also, if you don't know, 2025 is the year of the snake in the Chinese New Year, and it's a snake. And 2025 is a bull market and all the rest of that. So play with that as you will.
Professor said Snick gonna 100x, not financial advice.
It already did like 1,000x, so hey, whatever. I'm good with where it's at, man. So
Nike Pig says Crux. What is that?
So
Is that
Nike
thing?
Pig, yeah, Nike Pig is a meme coin that was created, and it is the pig. It's Charles Hoskinson's pig.
Didn't it? What, a
So
pig that died or something?
He posted a picture and said it was a good pig, and then we had a meme coin that was produced out of it, and it did do a lot. Okay, guys, it did a lot. A lot of people made some money, and it's not all the way down from where it began, but it is a long ways down from where it went. Is it a meme coin that's there? There's a team that's taken it over and doing things with it. They've changed the ticker. They've changed things. They've done some things with it. They're putting money into it. That's cool. So it might go, but in my opinion, the SNEC has way more behind it. But lower market cap maybe can go a lot higher. That's a way that you can play it. If you have it, buy them both. What's wrong with both of them?
Is that right, Crux? Crux says he turned 1.5K
yes.
into 22K in 48
yeah. Nobody plays
hours.
on Cardano, bro. We make money when things happen. We make money. Yes, that's completely, bro. I turned 300 ADA into 20,000 ADA. Holy crap, bro. So yes,
it makes me wonder
it's awesome.
if my XRP NFTs will ever take off.
I don't know, man. Don't use Deadliest for what crux that I don't even use Deadliest anymore myself. I actually moved away from it because I couldn't even get it to work on my computer. And I have a computer it should freaking work on. It's the full node is what the Deadliest wallet is. It was the first wallet that you literally you are downloading the entire every transaction that's occurring on it. You are running your own node with that wallet. No, I use Eternal, I use Vesper, I use Nami. Those are the three that I use. So
I've got Vesper actually.
Those are the plays there. Hey, let's play on Vesper real quick. I just saw this actually waiting. This is insane.
Careful scrolling on X.
So
while on YouTube.
I don't know if you.
I can't. No, I lost your audio.
Oh.
Nope. There you are.
Okay. So Vesper just launched on Apple Vision. So it's it's one of those bull market things. Hey, you can use your crypto wallet in your Google glasses or whatever the hell.
Is the metaverse gonna come back? Is it gonna make a comeback?
So I think what people perceived of the metaverse, you you play like we actually did this before or whatnot. Talking about Cornucopias, this plays me right into Cornucopias here. Mm-hmm. I think the version that people believed in 2021 is is not really what it is. Are people going to just come live and all the rest of this, and you're going to have meetings and everything? Is it all going to go to the metaverse? No. The metaverse is going to be a good thing, a big thing that is used, and it's going to be something that you call a metaverse instead of an MMORPG, because an MMORPG doesn't give enough to what they're making now. They're making universes now. We're not just in one game, they're making games within games and all the rest of that. So that's
Turtles all the way
yes.
down. Look, man, the
um
way I see it is, if we live in a simulation, I find that every day in crypto and every day we get deeper and deeper into this and AI and stuff like this, the
mhm.
more and more I'm like, it's very likely we live in a simulation.
And we're creating the next simulation with
Exactly.
us
We're
right
just
now.
creating
This
other
is
simulations.
it's yes, yes, and that's actually what causes the implosion, because it just goes into itself and creates its own black hole. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'm down
Deep
with it.
topics for deep topics for another for another night.
Man, I didn't get the cornucopias, and I get you when I was showing that video. Did you get audio? Did they get audio
If
on
I
YouTube?
did if I turned the collab screen audio up, they probably would.
Because there's a couple minutes. Can I go a little longer?
Yeah.
Because I this is the World Mobile deal. Okay, so World Mobile is my biggest play. It, it's it is the people that are talking about helium and how helium is as large as it is and all the rest of that and everything. All of those people just found out that if you have a helium miner, you can actually use that on the World Mobile chain, and you can actually switch over and start running that with your miner that you had from helium. So if y'all bought those, you actually have nodes for World Mobile. I don't know how to make it work. Don't come ask me. Go talk to the people at World Mobile. They just talked about it on Space or something that they did. So hey, um, but World Mobile is going to be in all 50 states probably very soon. They have not said for sure. They have leaked quite a few things on the way they say things, that it's basically coming to the entire United States, and you're going to be able to have World Mobile cell phone coverage in the entire United States. Um, that
David Gelfin says trying to learn Hoto trade on Ada.
learning how to trade, trying to learn how to trade on Ada.
Oh, how to trade
Yeah, yeah. Not
on Ada?
Hodo is not like a thing on a Cardano.
Oh, okay. Um,
um,
H&T is only good for that purpose. Otherwise, short it to zero. Says all set.
and
Uh,
guess what? It's like 5 or 10 something X from where World Mobile is. World Mobile is just at like $150 million market cap. It's insane. Where it's really at. Let's see if I can
oh,
get this to
based
work.
reality. Nice.
So tell me if you can hear this.
Hold on. Mm, nope.
No, damn.
Nope. I don't know why either.
No.
Hmm. Let me try. Let me click some buttons. Let's see something real
Could you
quick.
hear it though?
No, I
Okay,
couldn't.
so Voodoo finally said no sound. Okay, so you couldn't hear it either.
No, hold on.
It's a
All right,
setting
now
you
try.
need to. Okay, let's see. No, no, says no. Okay, well, whatever.
Nope.
It's fine. Go to my YouTube page or my YouTube. Go to my X page. Go to my profile. I posted them. All four videos I was going to show you. I posted them in sequence, and it plainly says on each of them, "You don't have enough." And that's was the four videos I was going to show you. Is over the last couple of months how this has been just steamrolling together. The last node sell that they did sold out in like a minute and 30 seconds. So that was it, there's a lot that goes on with War Mobile. I don't have enough time to talk about it. I want to talk a little bit about Cornucopias. Cornucopias is the MMO RPG deal. It's a giant world. On my channel, I have probably 35 hours of me playing through the game. It's an actual playable game currently right now. It's in pre-alpha. So when you buy any of their NFTs, you get access to the game. It is in pre-alpha, so there could be bugs. There's not a whole lot going on. There is things to do. It's a lot of exploring, flying around with jetpacks, racing, and things like that that you can do currently. There, you can play with other players that are out there. A lot of it, I like the racing part a lot right now. That's one of the things I do like to do a lot of. I did finally figure out how to get a little better at it, so that might be a little have to do about it. But on the marketplace, you can go to a lot of my videos, and they show a lot.
I'm on your Twitter.
Okay.
Where would you like me to go? Can you see?
Go. Yeah, well, I'm a little behind on it, but yeah, go down. It's been a minute. Let me see where it was. That was, well, I posted it. These I bookmarked first to post it.
Tomorrow
Just keep
is
going
the
down.
day Cornucopias game.
Oh no, no, that one's not it. Let me find it. Let me see how far you have to go. That one was one of the mints. No, keep going. Here you go. So November 20th. And it starts with you.
Starts with you.
Keep going. You're probably getting close because I'm behind on YouTube where I'm seeing it.
World Mobile?
Yes, World Mobile. Keep going. Yeah. It starts, it's me, November 20th. It says you.
You.
Yeah. Yeah. When you read it, it didn't go right when I posted it through. So I was like, screw it, whatever. I'll leave it alone.
All right. So we're
but it was supposed to say you don't have enough. So yeah, go ahead. If you can play it that way, cool.
All right, one sec. Let me turn on the desktop audio for the people, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. There.
What mobile has chosen?
Whoops! What happened? What did I do? Come on. Of course, it wants to go slow. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you all for staying with us through us. Hit the like button. All right, hit the like button. But yes, this is great. If we could get it to work, this great. It's great for these couple of different videos. They started in Reno, in the United States, and they kind of go into why they picked it. If we could get it to work,
it's working. Kind of. All right, start over.
Reno as the first place of launch in the United States of America in order to showcase our sharing economy. We're doing this by matching hosts and operators to build out a mobile network that has better coverage and better privacy, all powered by the people. Once we've achieved what we need to achieve in Reno, we will scale to other areas. But actually, the plan is across the whole of the United States of America to build this people-powered network, to make an unstoppable network where actually we solve the problems that the existing mobile network operators are not able to solve with their legacy infrastructure and their legacy. So not only.
So let me just see. So World Mobile Token is basically we're taking our AT&T's, our Xfinity's, all these stuff, whoever's Verizon's, and we're decentralizing them.
Yep. Because right now, currently, you can't go back and ask for your data from your stuff from 10 years ago. They can tell you, they can send you your bill from 6 months ago and all the rest of that. And you're like, no, I want my data. That's the data that they took from you by you paying them to give all the data that your phone provides to the cell phone service provider. In this, you decentralize that nature. It doesn't go into their data banks. It goes into the 1,000 Earth nodes, which CTV is one of the holders and operators of Earth node number 71. So when you buy World Mobile Token X, WTMX, do it on Cardano, and then wait when we tell you, and when we go stake it to our node, and we'll do better than the other nodes that are out there. It's kind of like Cardano on the fact that there's stake pools and other things like that. The more that's staked in the pool, the better rewards that the stake pool operator gets. Well, we own the node. We fractionalize the node into Earth vaults. So that's one of the NFTs that you can buy on Cardano. We fractionalized basically $100,000 NFT into 2,000 NFTs. The CTV treasury owns 1,200 of them, and the public owns the other 800. And those rewards will go through the revenue allocation stream that I actually wrote the proposal for, since I'm one of the chamber directors in CTV. And that will actually pay out revenue not only from the Earth node, but all the other different revenue streams that we have to CTV token stakers. So when you go and buy the CTV token, it's a governance token. We vote twice every epoch on if we're going to DCA into tokens, if we're going to take tokens out of our DCA. We don't sell anything yet. We've been DCAing into Cardano negative tokens since 2022. So we have a giant bag of a lot of crap. But with that, we also have very, very, very good entries into Igon and other things that we're up multiple hundreds of percents on. And it doesn't, include all of the other things that we got to do on chain and gain all the different revenue streams. Over the last 2 years, that's what we've been doing as a protocol and a group that's actually a group of DeFi Cardano enthusiasts that's all got together. And we've made what we have now all together, working together. It was never intended to be this way. There is no white paper. This was a all community effort. The founder founded it, minted the NFTs with the idea of the DCA into tokens, and where it is now with almost 40 proposals that have been founded and created and are running, either turning off things or turning things on over the last 2 years. And the dollar value, when we were at $1.12 on ADA, the dollar value of our entire holdings was over $750,000. And our market cap of the token is hundreds of thousands. It's
Retro Mike J says, why are they doing CBRS though? Helium tried that and realized it wasn't a viable means of wireless transmission in the US, and they Wi-Fi offloading.
So CBRS is an option. They are actually band 71. They do have a broadcast band in Nevada, California, Utah, and whatnot. And they are a licensed actual spectrum provider. That is the biggest difference in World Mobile and Helium. Helium had to use T-Mobile. T-Mobile just basically said, hey, we're going to buy you and use your nodes as a extension of our network. World Mobile actually produces its own signal. That was part of the thing that World Mobile did. Is everybody's like, well, what is it, Starlink or whatever, the internet Elon has? Everyone's like, well, that's going to work. Well, no, actually, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And even with your direct to handset and everything else, you cannot connect everybody in the world with satellites. You can't put enough satellites up there. There's not enough throughput. It's just not possible. There's 8 billion people in the world. You can't do it with that technology. It's a great technology to get data to a broadcast system, though.
Hmm.
So truly, Starlink and World Mobile work great together and have already been working in other parts of the world. Starlink is the downhaul for the internet. Then they broadcast their signal through the World Mobile node and actually can connect more people over a further distance than the Starlink can itself. So they actually work together. They are not competitors. They, will be great if they all work together, really and truly. During the hurricane deal that happened in South Carolina, I think is where it was.
Hurricane
Over
Helene,
there, they
yeah.
had, yes, they
North
had
Car-
the massive people lost all telephone power, everything, right? They didn't even have connectivity.
Right.
Well, there's a story. They're still building the video, and it has to be one hell of a video because it's kind of been a little bit now. So they're like got to be cinema quality. This video that they're making together. So the guy that was part of World Mobile that's in that area called Mickey and said, "Hey, can we come figure this out?" Kind of deal. Mickey got involved. Mickey is the CEO of World Mobile, so they got involved. They left Reno and called Charles. Charles says, "Yep, come up here. We'll get in the helicopter and we'll fly over there." So I don't know if you know, but he has a Black Hawk helicopter. Charles does. So they
Of
flew
course he does.
to Wyoming to meet up with him, and then he got in his Black Hawk and flew from Wyoming with the nodes and the team from World Mobile over to the area. They met up with the Starlink people because Starlink was out there handing out the things, and they met up with Starlink and they used the Starlink as the downhaul and then broadcast the signal, gave everybody their eSIMs, and they were all connected. They connected hundreds of people in the time frame that Starlinks were connecting tens of people. And if Starlink and World Mobile would have been able to know about each other and work with each other as well as they probably will now, then they would have been able to actually connect more people faster, because at first they were trying to coincide instead of work with each other. And once they worked with each other, then that was when they were able to expand that. And there's actually clips that they've shared of these Starlink guys talking about how this technology is so great and how we just showed everybody how we can make this work together so well. And even this time of a need, we were able to come together this quickly and reconnect this many people. If we're able to do that in this type of area, we can do it anywhere. We just did it to where there was no electricity, a hurricane came through, there's floodwaters, all the rest of that kind of stuff. If you can do that there, you can go into Africa. You can go in, any of those type of places around the world, and you can do this. That's part of what is coming. It might come out at Christmas at this point. I don't know.
Heck
So
yeah, man. So, do you want me to throw it back over to your screen? And do you got anything
yeah, one
else
more
you want
time
to
because I
share?
gotta shameless plug my own project, my own project. So I got
All
to
right.
get y'all over here. So Hydra Drip is my project. If you don't know me in my real life, I'm a business development director at an ambulance service in Houston. I've been in marketing for 12 years or more, kind of deal. I've been selling things my entire life. So I have this project here that is a marketing project for Cardano. Essentially, what we are is projects can come and use our setups that we have. You can come and put your stuff in our Discord. I have our website where I have our partner project links. So Volume, this is where you were looking at my deal about Volume and other things like that. These are people that are part of our partners. These are tokens on Cardano. They have a booster pass to their drip. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you're not in Cardano or other things like that, jump in our Discord. We'll talk about it. There is a bot that's in Discord that allows you to drip tokens, trade tokens back and forth. And essentially, it's moving the funds in a centralized wallet, and you ask to withdraw them, and that's when you pay the blockchain fees. But you can trade and send minuscule points, or you can send thousands and hundreds of token, ADAs, NFTs, whatever it is, through the system in Discord. There's quite a few projects. I think there's over 500 projects on Cardano that have it in their Discord for one reason or another. Volume is one of the partners with us. If you go to our website, there'll be a pop-up that comes up with a link to their minting that's in their Discord and other things like that. That's some of the things that happen with being a partner to us. Also, I have my own YouTube channel. So if a project wants to partner with us and wants me to, do an overview on their project or their product or other things like that, if they want to do an interview, if they want to do like a weekly deal, I have different packages that are in, a request a partnership deal that you can come over here and see the different packages and everything. Everything is priced in ADA. We're a Cardano project. I'm 1 ADA equals 1 ADA. I'm not going to price thing in dollars and move my ADA value around. So our pricing is in ADA, and it is done that way because you can choose to pay in your project's tokens or NFTs. Because what our project is we reward our members because our members are the product. So they get rewarded with the tokens that the partner projects pay in. They are dripped out in a basis based on how much of our token the holders hold. There's different roles. I'll go down here. So holding a certain amount of it gets 100%, 200%, other things like that. That's of our base rate that I have set. Those are also your on your getting your NFTs, because we give away NFTs. Those are your chances at getting NFTs as well. Currently, you can buy our token and then go drip in our Discord, and we'll drip World Mobile, IAG, Snack, Risk, Bank, World Mobile, Tool, Squeak, Volume, DGAF, Slop, Venom, and Gold Snack. And then you also have chances to win DGAFs. Those are the NFTs from DGAF. And Genuine Giraffe. There's probably 10 Genuine Giraffes that are still there. The Genuine Giraffes are another NFT. You buy their NFT. I think it's only 12 ADA. They're still minting those. And once you have 3 of them, you can drip in their Discord and other things like that. So come to my website. I have my white paper that explains everything. It's about 30-something pages long. We're going to do an NFT mint that all these people are doing as well. I have a little exotic way that I'm going to do things as well. At the end of it, I'm giving away 33 one-of-one NFTs that are going to be hand-drawn ink art along with ChatGPT. I'm writing the complete lore story for all 33 of the one-on-one NFTs. And they will also have the true actual artist signed paper art that will be available to be purchased as well once they're gifted. Those will be gifted to the 33 highest holders of the holder passes that we're going to mint. And there's other things that we're going to do with those funds. We're going to buy more tokens to drip to everybody. We're going to increase our liquidity in the DEX on Min Swap. We're going to launch a farm. We've already launched token staking. We're going to launch the NFT staking, partner staking for their NFTs. We're going to develop a coin flipper game that is going to be a place that people can go and, flip coins for, their chance at winning more tokens, or a progressive jackpot kind of deal there. That website will also be a place that ads can be placed for our partner projects. And then we're also going to develop, and the biggest part of the funds there is going to be a Cardano-based bingo game, community bingo game, that it's free to play. Projects will be able to come in, start a game, say, hey, projects, here's my link. People come play the game. They deposit an NFT or certain token or whatever and set that as the winning for the winner on the bingo game. and then the winner gets to withdraw the winnings from the bingo game. There is a deposit and a withdrawal fee. That's where we make our funds. There's one ADA. It's a one ADA deposit, one ADA withdrawal. Everything else is free. And guess what? Hey, there's ad space. So that's kind of that deal where we're going to build something that the community will use for free, other than the withdrawal and ad of one ADA. That all goes, and all of the revenue from our project goes back into our revenue stream protocol that pays out everything to either the holders through different things. I, as the founder, take absolutely nothing from any of the revenue stream. The only part that I get is the drip and everything else from the NFTs that I will own just like anybody else. The only thing is I'm, running things and other things like that. We will be using 5,000 ADA of the NFT mint to buy IAG to use as the base to our public node that we're going to be running for IGON. Where all of the reward that the node itself earns will be sent back through the revenue stream for this project and other things and so on. There's, in the white paper, I think there's 9 different revenue streams that we have. One of them is part of selling the token off and whatnot there. So,
Awesome.
So yeah, that's our project. Come down here. Discord invite. Hopefully all of you know how to do Discord because y'all have Discord. So at least y'all aren't Telegram only people and other things like that. And you don't know what Discord is. So hit the Discord, get in there. Either Ada Ace or Aqua. Aqua is the founder and they're the source for where the hydro drip comes from. It's all water based. All the roles are very water based and other things like that. So, that's why the staking site is the stream. So you take over to the staking site, it brings you over here. You can stake your tokens that you buy for 3% APR. And this is a non-custodial staking, so it doesn't come out of your wallet. So you can still use it for the drip, and the drip that you get. I'm dripping over 5 ADA a day value out of our drip. I do have a billion tokens, so I do have a little bit of tokens, kind of deal. But I'm dripping 5 ADA from it, and I'm also staking and earning 118,000 of the token back. There's going to be a whole flywheel way it works. There's only 45 billion tokens. I'm not burning any because I'm part of the Cardano deal. That's why there's 45 billion tokens, because so many tokens are in Cardano and other things like that. I don't burn tokens. Cardano won't burn tokens and other things unless the Cardano community says to do it now, since Charles doesn't have a say so on that. But I'm part of that. Don't burn tokens because that's other people's money. But
awesome, man.
I talked a lot. I hope your voice got a little better. I'm going to need to drink some water myself.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ada Ace, thank you for joining Markets After Dark. I think we had a pretty mad chat tonight. It was pretty radical, in my opinion. And I think the chat loved it. I think they got a lot of value out of it. And thank you for bringing the alpha tonight, sir.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I look forward to having you on the show in the future.
Yeah, I have to come in and talk more about one different project instead of trying to talk about so much. Get a little deeper into one project kind of deal.
Well, we gotta get a little bit of a foundation built up, and
I gotta get enough of a high rise to swing by enough things to get you to pay attention. I kind of hit DeFi, hit gaming, hit my own project, hit the smaller local meme style things. So I kind of hit a whole, I did some TA on the base ADA token kind of deal and other things. Went to DeFi Llama and showed you how you really should be looking at DeFi and things like that. So
yeah, man.
I have my own channel. I don't have a regular time. I'm a busy ass person. I do a lot of things. My wife has probably been wanting me to come bed for a while. My kids are probably telling me to shut up so they can keep playing, Call of Duty right now, since it's Thanksgiving break for us.
Yep,
and everything. Here. So you know, it's about time to get off here and go to sleep and get up and do it all over again for the in real life, and then get off of that and do this again.
100%. Well, all right,
Then I'll
man.
be
Thank
checking
you.
out, going and finding Bambi's dad this weekend.
Oh, there you go. All right. So go ahead, and I think you've already shouted everything out, but if you want to run through that one more time and give the people your goodbyes and all of that, and
Alrighty.
I will go over to the charts one last time before I leave, and then I will say goodbye. So, uh, on to you, sir.
Alrighty. So before I leave, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share, get it out there. This was probably one of your longest one of your markets after dark so far. So it's been a lot. Rewatch it again. When you rewatch it, use your sister's, brother's, mother's YouTube channel to get the man some more, views and other things out there like that. Go over to mine. Mine's Ada Ace on YouTube. On X, it's the Ada Ace. On Discord, it's Hydrodrip. The website is hydrodrip.io. And if you ever need anything, find me on Twitter. Try to find my personal one on Twitter. If you try to message me on Hydrodrips on Twitter, I probably won't see it because there's like 50 bajillion freaking marketing people that are trying to get me to pay for people to come to my project. And I'm like, I'm the marketing project, guys. Quit it. All of you are in, and that you have your Shiba army and all the rest of this, and everything is about ETH everything in your description. Why are you coming into the Cardano project? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone,
So,
please.
but all right, y'all be
All right,
good.
thanks.
Be blessed.
All right, brother. Thank you. Have a good evening. All right, guys. Here we are. So I just wanted to go over this real quick. I couldn't leave without throwing up the moon throne. We're getting a little bit of a pullback in the markets. And so tonight I've got to give a little bit of a hopium. That hopium is the Russell 2000. These guys, this is your 2000 small micro cap companies in the stock market. When this breaks out, it tends to show that we are in a very risk-on environment. It is good for our risk-on assets in general. Guys, the Russell 2000 earlier yesterday, hit an all-time high. So that is a very good sign for the mid to long term. We are looking pretty good there on the Russell 2000. So that is just telling us we're opening up some breadth in the market, which means more people are willing to take more and more risk. Bitcoin is sitting at $94,397. Let's keep an eye on this one. Again, I am looking for a possible shift in market structure here. Want to get back above that dynamic reactor sitting, let's just call it at that weekend low at $95,800. So let's get back above that and start pushing back towards that point of control sitting at 97,550. Yeah, I mean, we're basically just recovering, and we're going to see if we can hold this level that we just put in, hold this low that we just put in. If not, again, that value area low, hold on, I didn't take in all of this, did I? That value area low, oh, so we got a value area high right here at $88,658. So let's hold that level. If we get down to it, let's make sure we hold it. Close daily candles above it. Don't get below it. Because if we do get below it, then it's a long way down to that next point of control. So we're still above 94K. We are still doing okay. And yeah, I am slowly but surely losing my voice. So in order to protect it for the show for tomorrow night, I am going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, please consider hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe to Ada Ace, both his YouTube. Go over and follow him on X as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's episode of Mad Markets After Dark. Don't forget, tomorrow morning we've got the Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp. We have the morning market report with Army Piper and the OC guy. In the afternoon now, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I know the time now, we have Trade Intuition giving us another Trade Academy show. And if you missed today's, go back and watch that. Lots of alpha. Man knows his charts, and he's here to help you, just like we all are here at the Piper Academy Network. But thank you all for joining. Oh, and don't forget Crypto Nightcap with TradeFly and FD White tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 8:30. It's one of those two. It's a late show, and then hopefully I will see you here again tomorrow night. Hopefully my voice isn't completely gone, and maybe I'll wake up in the morning and it's all back. But for now, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical evening and sleep. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.